To think that anime is nothing more than strange-looking cartoons reserved for children. In fact, that's what most people think, especially if they're adults. They just can't see past all those tentacles. However, if you're willing to give freaky tentacles and anime a chance, it's likely you'll be surprised at the difference between the cartoons you expected and what they actually are. But what if you're new to this new fandangled Japanimation doohickey? The main problem people face is the sheer amount of shows they have to pick from, which can be a daunting task when you're not really sure what you should be looking for. Well, if you don't know your shonen from your shoujo or a cowboy bebop from an outlaw star, don't panic. I'm Jason from WhatCulture.com, and here is an essential list of the 10 most exhilarating, visually breathtaking, character and plot-driven anime shows you'll ever be able to find on TV. Or in other words, the 10 animes you must watch before you die. Number 10. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Religion, death, racism, genocide, war, politics, and alchemy. Yes, these are the key ingredients chosen to create the perfect anime show, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Centered around the Elric brothers, Edward and Alphonse, and their quest to regain their bodies after using the power of alchemy to try and bring back their dead mum. The show starts one way and is in a completely different place by the end of it. Although it's certainly a beautiful thing to watch, the real strength is in its fantastic storyline that takes you on a breathtaking 64-episode journey, dealing with way more social issues than you could ever dream of. Don't worry though, it has plenty of action too, with some of the most epic battle sequences you'll find in any show. While the original anime series, Fullmetal Alchemist, has its own band of devotees, it was created before the manga finished, resulting in filler episodes and an original ending. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, on the other hand, follows the manga beat for beat, so you're best going for the latter. Both are magnificent in their own ways, but Brotherhood just, it hits the heart just a little bit more. By the end of it all, you'll be so emotionally spent, you'll be as hollow and lifeless as Alphonse, but you won't be as magical, so... Number 9. Bleach. Don't let the show's title fool you. This isn't an anime about a bunch of sword-wielding kitchen workers who have a serious love for a certain cleaning solution. No. This is one of the most action-heavy anime shows you'll find, and although it has 200+ episodes, it certainly provides enough edge-of-your-seat moments to keep you interested. Imagine if Michael Bay actually hired a good writer. Hard, I know, to craft a story about a teenager who becomes a soul reaper, a sort of samurai who uses their abilities to battle the dead demons who threaten the lives of human beings every day, and directed it with his particular brand of action filmmaking intact. Dial that up to 11, and you'll get Bleach. It's a pretty decent storyline, with a few tasty plot twists thrown in, but the real great part about this anime is the way the arc gradually changes with each chapter. It certainly has its flaws, and some of those filler episodes are pretty boring. I mean, just skip the bounce, skip them. Go on, it's not worth it. However, the main story is where it's at, and you definitely won't be disappointed with it. Number 8. Naruto. No show is translated over to Western audiences quite as well as Naruto. It's one of those shows that, when it's airing, will set your Facebook and Twitter feed alight with fans hysterically reacting to any latest development. Without spoiling too much, because it really is worth a watch without knowing too much. You follow the exploits of a young ninja called Naruto Uzumaki on the numerous missions he and his comrades go on his quest to become the ultimate ninja. Because what anime is complete without someone becoming the ultimate something? With 220+ episodes of Naruto and exactly 500 episodes of its sequel show, Naruto Shippuden, it's hard to even scratch the surface of this action-packed ninja thriller. Good luck. Number 7. Gundam Wing. If you're a little bit too old for Transformers, but the idea of robots who are prone to creating death and destruction secretly still tickles your fancy, then Gundam Wing is probably your best bet for entertainment of the anime form. Much like Fullmetal Alchemist, on the surface, Gundam Wing is an action tour de force, filled with robots being sliced into tiny metallic and wiry pieces, and buildings being blown up in various cool ways. However, beneath all its prepubescent teen violent glory lies a deep political journey, involving 5 child soldiers sent from their respective space colonies to take on and destroy the corrupt political party Oz. Certainly one to check out if you want nothing more than big-ass robots with big-ass guns sticking it to the establishment. Vive la Resistance! Number 6. Death Note. Death Note might be the strangest anime on this list. Although like the others, it sits comfortably within various subgenres, in this case, fantasy drama, all it has is a question. What would you do if you had the power to kill anyone on the planet just by writing their name on a notepad? It makes for a fascinating series on the themes of justice, free will, morality, and power. Although it starts off very fantasy-heavy, it quickly becomes a cat-and-mouse thriller as you watch two wonderfully intelligent minds in protagonist L and antagonist Light Yagami fight back and forth as if it were a chess game. And, oh yeah, did I mention you follow the bad guy? Although it's a brilliant show, it's also as dark as they come and can only really be described as a mix of Michael Mann's criminally underrated Public Enemies and David Fincher's Seven. If you want a roller coaster ride that often offers up a few more questions alongside its answers, then this is the show for you. And be sure to check out the anime series, which closely follows the original manga, before you check out the upcoming Netflix film, which looks as if it will be an unrecognizable pile of Hollywood wank. Number 5. Outlaw Star. If you were a fan of Toonami or Cartoon Network back in the day, you probably came across this show, looked at the title and thought, it wouldn't be your thing. Sadly, you were mistaken, as Outlaw Star is a quality anime, thank you very much. The show begins with two bounty hunters, Gene Starwind and his tech-ed partner Jim Hawking, who suddenly find themselves in possession of the fastest ship in the galaxy as they and a ragtag group of comrades go in search of the fabled galactic ley line, all with a horde of adversaries on their tail, searching for the same MacGuffin. If Guardians of the Galaxy was your thing, or you still love yourself some Indiana Jones or Star Wars, then Outlaw Star should certainly be on your list. Hell, if Gene Starwind isn't a complete rip-off of Han Solo, then what is? Number 4. Cowboy Bebop. If you want to watch an anime, but you're slightly worried about retaining your cool and not going completely nerdy, then Cowboy Bebop should be the one for you. This is another show about a bounty hunter, one called Spike Spiegel and his motley crew of associates, as they go about trying to earn money and possibly doing some good while they're at it. The series was a breakout hit upon its release in 1998, being credited as one of the main series behind the Japanimation invasion in the Western world. With its amazing jazz soundtrack, Stephen Blum's pitch-perfect performance as Spike, and an old-school noir-esque vibe, Cowboy Bebop is an anime experience you won't forget anytime soon. Number 3. Sengoku Basara, Samurai Kings. Fancy something with a hint of feudal Japan, mixed in with the type of action scenes that would send an ADHD child with an overactive imagination wild? Then Sengoku Basara might be the one for you. Based on a successful video game series, Sengoku Basara follows a group of samurai kings and their clans as they fight for power and even join together to defeat the Devil King. It all sounds a bit crazy, but if you want something that has the type of visuals that will stun you and an interesting plot that will have you invested in all the characters on the show, then it is certainly something you should be searching for. Plus, who doesn't like watching samurai fights? Number 2. Attack on Titan. You know how Game of Thrones doesn't give a damn about killing off characters or when they decide to do it, regardless of how important they are to the storyline? Well, Attack on Titan is exactly like that, only more extreme. No punches pulled and every heartstring you have will be plucked. The story follows Eren Yeager, Mikasa Ackerman, and Armin Ariat, who have grown up in a city behind a massive wall, which protects them from some very peckish and very naked giants who like nothing more than eating some fleshy humans. What starts off as a tasty action romp becomes something really weird and depressing, yet perversely entertaining at the same time. As the second series has just been released, there has never been a more perfect time to find out what all the fuss is about. Yeager! And number 1, Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll follows Dean Elliott, or Koichi Yamadera if you're watching it with subtitles, which you do, you always do, as a Ronin ninja who battles demon ninjas and all sorts of dastardly foes. Without giving too much away, this is a swashbuckling action flick that is effortlessly cool in its execution, with stunning graphics and brilliant voice work. The fact that it came out over 20 years ago and is better than a lot of today's animes is a testament to the amount of work writer and director Yoshiaki Karajiri put into this. If you're looking for a gateway drug into the world of serious animated violence, then hurry up and watch Ninja Scroll. You won't regret it.